Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about a gold farm that you can do very easily solo and that can reward you right now with a lot of gold. So this is a gold farm that will take place in Naxxramas, and in order to do it, you will need to unlock a few things. These different things are the two achievements that you see here, the Memory of Scolomens and the Words of the Dread Citadel. And you will also need to unlock this vendor right here, Zaket Skull Smash. So this is really something that will take you a little bit of time, but keep in mind that when you unlock it on one character, then basically it is account wide, and so it means that you can then come directly in Naxxramas with any of your other alts and you will be able to do the farm. So definitely I would recommend you to put the time and effort in doing that. Also, I made a full guide yesterday explaining how you could achieve these different achievements and unlock the vendor. So I would invite you to also watch this video in order for you to make it as easy as possible. So this farm can be done in two different ways. The first one is weekly on each of your alts. So basically with this one, what you want to do is come in Naxxramas, preferably the 25 mode version. And here you want to kill all the different boss and also all the different trash inside the raid, including also Kel'Thuzad and Saphiron. And like that, you will be able to get some of these different Corruptor's Screwstone. As we will see after, these are really interesting. Also, next to that, when killing the different trash, you will be able to get some of the different wartorn scraps. These are really interesting right now because these are needed for most of the new crafts from patch 10.1.5. And you can only get them in Naxxramas when killing all the different trash. So definitely something that is really nice right now. And finally, you will also be able to get some frozen runes. These runes can be found on the different walls of Naxxramas. As you can see from the map, these are all the different locations where they can spawn. And normally, if you're not doing everything to get all of them, even just by paying attention to the ones that are close to the bosses and everything, you should be able to get at least 15 of them per run on each of your alts. But keep in mind, when you're doing it like that, then you will have a weekly ID, and so it means that you won't be able to do anything else in the raid with this alt. So this is why there is also the second way to do this farm. For the second method, basically what you want to do is come in Naxxramas. Again, 25 mode is better. And here you just want to kill all the different trash that you can without killing any bosses. So it means, for instance, going in each of the quarters, killing all the different trash until there is a door that is locked. And like that, normally you will be able to kill quite a lot. For instance, here in this one, the Construct Quarter, you will be able to kill a lot of them before the first boss. Same here in the military one and same in the Arachne Wad. So definitely this is something that will allow you to kill a lot of trash. And again, what we're after are all the different wartorn scraps. You can also, of course, go in each of the different rooms of the first bosses without killing them. And you can loot the different frozen runes. So you will be able to get a few frozen runes as well. But what we're after are really the different wartorn scraps. So maybe what I would recommend you to do is to do on most of your alts the full clear in order to get some of the Screwstone, and then keep at least one alt that can really go fast. And then on this one, you want to wait until the end of the week before killing all the boss. And in the meantime, you just want to farm all these different scraps from the trash mob inside the raid. So now the reason why we're after the Corruptor Screwstone is because you will then be able to trade them to this vendor in order to get some of these different death bargaining chips. So as you can see, all you want to do is come here, and here you'll have to click on Corruptor Screwstone, and like that you will be able to exchange them in order to get some of these different bargaining chips. In total, again, per run, if you kill all the different bosses, you will be able to get 15 of the Corruptor Screwstone, and so it means you will be able to get 15 of these different bargaining chips. Then, with this currency right here, you will be able to actually buy a couple of really interesting items. The one that I think is the best in order to make some gold is the Slime Covered Scroll. Basically, each time you purchase one of them, you will be able to get one random BOE plants or recipe from the old Naxxramas, and so these are the type of items that right now are selling for a lot of gold. Not all of them are super interesting, but some of them can really be sold for like a couple of 100,000 gold easily, and so this is why you want to do that. Also keep in mind, if you're playing, for instance, on a low pop realm or on a realm where you know it's not going to sell fast, you can always use now the cross realm trading and decide to trade them on a higher populated realm where you can sell them more easily. Of course, you can also decide to simply craft these different items and to then sell the crafted items on the auction house for also a lot of gold. Then you can also buy a few more things, but if you really want to make some gold and, for instance, you don't have the achievement to craft the tier 3 or you don't want to gamble with all these different items here, I would say this is going to be the best thing to do. And again, you will be able to get 1 scroll per run, per character. Then, you have these different items that I think are worth mentioning as well. Basically, in order to craft the tier 3, people will need to buy some of these items. When you wipe away the dirt of this item, you will receive a random shoulder pad, and sometimes it can be a gray, a green item, and very, very rarely you can get the lamented piece. And with this lamented piece, you can then combine it using the, for instance, undeath metal for the plate sets and some other materials in order to create a set piece for tier 3 sets. So again, this is really, really rare to actually get the different lamented gear sets. But if you manage to do so, then you can sell them on the auction house. And probably some people will be interested, let's say, in buying them for quite a lot of gold. Because I've seen people, for instance, buying 20, 30 of them and not getting 1 epic. So this is definitely something that could be interesting. But again, this is a little bit more gambling. Just to prove my point, I will buy one right now and I will show you. If I manage to get one, then I'm extremely lucky, but I don't think I will be able to get one. So let's wipe the dirt, and as you can see, I just got these heavy lamellar pauldrons of the Aurora. So as you can see, this is really risky, and this is why, in my opinion, I would recommend you to only really buy the slime-covered scrolls. So in total, if you're doing it with characters that can go pretty fast, you should be able to make a full clear in 20 minutes. And so it means that normally you would be able to do it with 3 alts in 1 hour. If you're a little bit more slow, probably like half an hour should be enough. And so then it would make 2 alts per hour. So it's still really good. On average, per run, I usually get like maybe between 30 to 40 of these different wartorn scraps without killing all the different trash in the raid. And usually, without again farming all the runes, I manage to get easily 15 of them or 20. So right now, for instance, these different wartorn scraps are selling for 450 gold on average, and these runes for 350. So you already have a lot of gold just with that. And keep in mind, you will be able each time to get more on each of your alts. So already just with all these materials, you can be around 70k or 50k if you're only doing it on maybe 2 characters. So this is already really good, and keep in mind they are selling really fast. So definitely a good way already to make some gold. And then again, if you're doing it on 3 alts, it means that you will be able to get 3 of these different scrolls. And like that, you will then be able to get 3 of the BOE patterns and plans. Again, not all of them are super interesting, but some of them can really be sold for a lot of gold. And so definitely, I think this farm is right now something you really want to do. So this is the main thing I wanted to discuss. Again, keep in mind, you can maybe just keep 1 alt and then do a couple of runs just with the trash mobs in order to get more of these different scraps. But it's really up to you to see how you want to use all your different alts and which way you want to do this farm. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope it will help you to make some gold. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye.